Hello, Purple Acorn family. It is Jada once again back here live at RecFest. We are so excited. It's a little hot, but it's beautiful. I'd rather it be hot than cold if you ask me, right? So we are taken from the desk to from the table here at RecFest with me, Jada Montemarano, with Conor and Steven today. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing all right. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. So you guys are from PIN. Tell us a little bit about what you guys do, who you are for those watching that may not know.
Sure. I think I'm going to let Steve answer this one. He's kind of the guy that built the dang thing.
Yeah, pass it back and forth.
We're an AI recruitment sourcing platform that it's like a replacement to LinkedIn Recruiter. The main part of our product is that we do the search portion really, really well through AI. And so our goal is to find you the top 100 candidates, and you accept all 100 of those candidates. So that way your funnel is loaded with everyone that is target for your role, and that everyone that's going to be down funnel is also interested in your role.
So is the platform someone that a user is using, or is it for the company who's using it, or both?
It's for the recruiter, the company, hiring manager, executive recruiter, anyone that's looking to hire basically candidates.
Amazing. So what brought you guys to RecFest today? Telling people more about PIN, learning from others. How has RecFest been so far?
Sure. Yeah, I think it's a bit of both, right? I mean, it's always interesting to see what's out there, and as much fun as it is to, of course, compete against our competitors, it's also fun to meet them in real life and be able to shake hands and kind of see what they're working on. So that part's been fun. We have so many amazing customers that are here as well, so definitely wanted to be out here and meet them in real life and buy them a beer and hang out a little bit. So I think it's really a combination of all those things.
So how has it been kind of introducing maybe new people to your business and what you guys do? How has that been out here today? And I guess tomorrow too, we have another full day.
Yeah, I mean, that part's been the most fun. I think. We're a slightly smaller, tech startup, and so we don't have a massive marketing budget. And, it's pretty cool to see people's faces light up when they see something new for the first time. And they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea something like this existed. We've just been doing it the same way for, the last 10 years. And there's been ROI there, but maybe not as much as there could have been. So we've had a lot of fun kind of showing people the light today a bit.
That's so amazing. And what is your booth doing anything in particular for anyone out there that may want to know? We were talking about how there's hats, you said beer, there's a fan.
Yeah, the fan is such a good call.
I've literally been in between interviews.
We have been doing a pretty good job of just about buying every person a drink that comes by our booth.
I love that.
Cold beer.
We're posted up right across from the bar.
All right, I guess that's where I'm going next, guys.
Yeah, shout out to Raven, the bartender, who's been hooking it up all day for
love
us.
That.
But yeah, that part's been pretty fun. So I guess if you're here and you want a drink, come by the PIN booth and we'll hook it up for you.
So something we talk a lot about on my show, obviously, is the growth of AI, which you guys are in, which your company is. So can you explain to those watching who may have a little bit of apprehension to AI, just in general, right? In this recruiting HR space, it's totally different. So from your experience and the positive ways you guys are using it, what can we tell the viewers today about why it's not so scary or why it could be a good thing?
Yeah, I think the big thing is, with a lot of AI, you don't know where to start, right? And it's like any new technology, it's you feel like you got to climb a mountain in order to figure it out. And that can be scary. And we hear a lot of horror stories, and we see a lot of stuff on LinkedIn about oh, have you seen this AI created message or something like that? And so, I think you hear a lot of the negative connotations of AI. I think what we've done a pretty good job of is creating our own world that people can come visit and feel like all the corners are almost rounded for them, right? They don't need to feel like they're utilizing AI in a way where they're they have to become some brain surgeon to figure it out. We've really just created this platform where someone can show up very quickly, find value, and kind of sit back and say, that was easy.
Yeah.
That wasn't so bad, right? It's almost like getting a shot at the doctor. That's kind of how we want people
you want to make it easy.
Yeah, exactly right.
And can you explain in some ways how you are making it easier for people? What are those specific tools that people can expect from PIN?
Yeah, I think the big one is people have a hard time prompting. I mean, there's entire companies their entire world is just helping people prompt better. I personally am bad at it, and Steve gets mad at me because I work at an AI company. But I think what's cool about PIN is we have so many stopgaps built into it that even if you know nothing about AI or prompting or building out an approach like that, you can show up with a job description and just say, hey, PIN, go. Right, and we use all of our knowledge in this space we've accrued over the last decade of building for recruiters to be able to bring it all in, build our own pretty awesome filtration, and provide rockstar candidates.
And we talk a lot about, when we're talking about AI, the loss of humanity, right? And HR and recruiting has always been human, right? Human resources, the business of people. But in all of my interviews and in speaking with everybody, there's the mundane aspects
Yeah.
And then there's the people aspects, right? So are you guys helping with those mundane aspects? Is that what is really the best part about it? Do you think that the people and the humanity also need to still be there?
That's a really good question. I actually just gave a talk about this on Benjamin Mena's AI Summit. If you know, shout out to Ben, if you're here. I mean, he's in France, so he's definitely sleeping. I think our stance on this is there's human judgment and there's human action, right? If there's a moment where human judgment comes into play, it should remain that way, right? And I think we see this a lot now emerging with AI of like, how can we have AI, accept or decline an incoming resume or something like that? Like, in my opinion, that should probably be a person making the call,
Yeah.
right? And that's why we're having all these companies creating AI task forces and all that. If it's human action, to your point, like the mundane tasks, like, do I have to send this person a follow-up or like shoot them a connection request? Like that just takes forever. Automate the absolute heck out of it, right? And so I think what we do a really good job of here at PIN is teeing folks up to feel like they're like the Tony Stark and the Iron Man, right? Like they have the human ability, but they're 10xing their own power utilizing our system here at PIN.
I love that description of just like it's an enhancement to what you're already doing, right? It's not taking over, it's just enhancing and hopefully making it a little bit easier. I was just speaking with Emily, who doesn't use any technology. She's in nurse recruiting when everything is still old school.
Yeah.
And she's like, I had 50 openings and I had 300 applications to go through. And she's like, I had to physically go through them myself. So I can understand in those aspects, right? It makes it a little bit easier.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think for inbound applicants, it's not really what we touch over here at PIN. We're more of like a passive outbound sourcing platform. But there's optimizations all over the place, right? I mean, I think half that battle is really more so changing the way that we can like one-click apply to like 5,000 jobs at once. Like, I don't know if our friends at LinkedIn are watching, but maybe don't do that anymore. Because it's putting all the strain on the hiring managers and the recruiters, right? I mean, like who is able to go through 5,000 inbound applicants when they post a really attractive job on a Friday? They wake up on Monday and their life is horrible. Like we need to change something there.
I know the job industry right now, we were talking about that a little bit before, is wild these days. So I always like to talk on my show about what tips we could give the job seekers out there, right? We have a lot of working professionals in the space that watch our show, but we also have people who are on LinkedIn right now looking for jobs. So from each of you, I want to get 2 tips. What is one tip for someone looking for a job right now that you could give them just based on all of your experience on the back end of hiring?
Yeah, I think like the main one, because of like the world of AI and all these different tools that can help us get work done faster, I'd say like be more like a consultant, right? Be like a jack of all trades. Be someone who can problem solve really, really well, because ultimately there's going to be more tools that get developed, and that with AI, you're going to need to be able to like say like, okay, cool, I've been presented a problem. I need to be able to comprehend all the different like tools in my tool belt and be able to utilize them to get the job done, right? So in order to compete in this like job market, the key thing is to basically be a problem solver. Like don't be like hone yourself into one very, very specific niche and try to like do that very like well. That's one aspect. So like for us, like I've been in engineering for like 20 years, right? I've gotten to a realm where I'm already like probably like top of the top. Like I'm probably like for like younger job seekers, the goal is to be a problem solver.
Yeah.
Top of the top. Yeah. Good for you.
I want to be top of the top.
No, I mean, trust me, top of the top. I'm going to take more of a sales approach to this, as I am the sales guy.
That's why I like both tips.
I think if I was a job seeker right now, like the advice that I would want is how can I show my value without necessarily even being in the talent funnel already. Something that I always tell younger salespeople is like, go the extra mile. Like if you're reaching out to a sales leader for this job, cold call them. Right? Get on the phone. And even if you're not a salesperson, it doesn't really matter. You want to be the person that can come in and kick ass right away. Sorry, I don't know if that's... and I think... Yeah, sorry, LinkedIn. I think an easy way to think about it is like, how can I jump in and feel like the hiring manager that's about to pick me up won't have to worry about me.
Yeah.
Right. So like, how can I step into the very first interview and say, hey, I researched your company. I know you're working on this project. I actually did a case study on it. Here's my 3 thoughts on exactly what you're doing well. And here's one that I think might need a little bit of tweaking. If I'm the hiring manager for that,
like, sold.
I'm like, this person is, I don't have to worry about that at all. Right. And that's, I think, the differentiator now. So 1, market yourself better, go the extra mile, call someone out of the blue, right? And then also just be locked in at that first meeting.
Above and beyond.
Yeah, you need to these days, especially when there's so many applicants and so few jobs. And did you guys hear that? They work in AI technology and they still say cold call, human interaction, you still need it, right?
Gotta
You
have
still need it these days. It still is important. That's a lot of tips I get from a lot of you guys in the industry is you still need to network, you still need to door knock, you still need to reach out, you still need to have that person connection along with the technology, right?
Of course.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today here at Purple Acorn live from RecFest. My name is Jada. We took from the desk out of the office and into RecFest today. We are going to be live a little bit longer. We are wrapping up the end of the day, so stick around. I think we have 1 or 2 more interviews left for you guys. And of course, we will be back tomorrow right here at RecFest all day. So stick around and thanks everyone for watching.